Hey, so I wanted to do a video on breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is, I guess, a new trendy word to describe a relationship where a person is kind of leading on the other. They're stringing them along, they're giving them a little bit of hope here and there to make them stay in a dynamic or a situation that is really not going to lead to something fruitful. I think breadcrumbing is confused with kind of a relationship where you have a mismatch of relationship, how do I say it? Compatibility, I guess I would say. So, for example, let's say you're a person who doesn't like a whole lot of relationship contact. Let's say you want to hang out once a week and talk on the phone once every other day. That's a minimal contact relationship, and there's nothing wrong with that. But let's say you're dating a different type of person who would love to like speak every day, hang out 4 times a week. Those two people in a relationship are constantly going to clash. The person who likes limited contact is never really going to be able to meet the needs of the person who likes a lot of contact. I wouldn't call that breadcrumbing, I would just call that a mismatch. So sometimes when you're in a relationship, you really have to ask yourself, can this person meet my needs? And if they cannot, then you have to really decide, can I alter my needs? Can I reduce what I need to be happy, or is it better that I find someone who's more compatible with me? Breadcrumbing is like a totally different thing in the sense that it's much more manipulative and conniving, and the person knows what you want and they know how to play onto that in order to keep you around. So, a breadcrumber is someone who wants you, but they want you on their terms. So they'll do things every time you're kind of showing signs that you're getting sick of their crap. So for example, let me give a hypothetical. Let's say you want to get married. It's not male or female, it could be either or, either gender. So we're going to play it from the guy's perspective. Let's say you're a guy and you want to get married and you want to have kids and you're dating some woman that doesn't want that, but she wants you around for some reason. So every once in a while, she'll do something along the lines of saying, yeah, one day, or I would like a child, or it's called breadcrumbing. Like you throw little verbal cues to keep the person there. But deep down inside, you know that you're not going to be able to fulfill your promises. Or even breadcrumbing could be someone who dips in and out of your life. Every time the relationship gets serious, they disappear for a little bit and then they come back. And it's always enough to kind of keep you there, hoping that one day it's going to evolve, but it never really evolves. Breadcrumbing is disruptive because I think that as people, we have hopes and dreams and we often hear what we want to hear. We hear what we want to hear because we're so hopeful that what we want will eventually come true. So for example, let's say I'm dating a guy and I really want to be with him. And although he's showing me so many signs that that's not going to happen, he'll throw me one little breadcrumb and that's what I'll focus in on. Because I'm not ready to see the big picture. I'm not ready to deal with the disappointment that will happen if I face the truth. So one of the ways that you can overcome breadcrumbing is to be very careful not to listen to what people say. Words are very cheap, they don't mean much. You really have to listen to what people do. So a person who is not breadcrumbing you is going to be very assertive about their actions. So if I say to you, it could be something as simple. I could be breadcrumbing you about a vacation. If I'm always talking about a vacation we're going to take, a vacation we're going to take, and months have passed and there's been no movement, you see nothing, no money being saved, no research being done, then you're being breadcrumbed about this vacation. Like someone is basically kind of throwing you bones about a vacation that's not going to happen. This is kind of a silly example, but it's true. If I see that you're doing research, if I see that you're putting money away, if I see that you're booking something small at a time or even buying clothes in preparation for it, then I could say, okay, there's actually action here. But if there's no action, then you can't believe that it's actually going to happen. Try not to believe what you want to believe, but try to believe what's in front of you. At the end of the day, if you're in a relationship and you feel like you're being breadcrumbed, the person is just kind of like giving you just enough to keep you, you kind of have to really do the hard work and basically pull the cord if you're not completely being satisfied in that relationship. Or the other option is to just say, okay, this is enough. Maybe we'll never, let's say the vacation example again, as silly as it is. Let's say you're with someone and you really want to go on vacations and that's like your thing, and they don't, and they're breadcrumbing you. Can you be happy without the vacation? Can you vacation with someone else? If you could find a way around it, then you can make that relationship work. But if that's a deal breaker for you, stop allowing yourself to be breadcrumbed and really do something about it. So that's pretty much what breadcrumbing is. And there's just no other way around it but to be honest with yourself. The person is only able to deceive you because in some way you want to be deceived, because in some way deep down inside you're running away from the truth. The moment you decide that you want to kind of look at what is and not what's being said to you, then you'll no longer be able to be breadcrumbed. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check me out at www.feelbettertherapyclinic.com.